Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another car video. Road Ramble, which one is this? Number 9. You really don't need money to get a woman. Sorry, I got distracted. Nah, too close to home. Anyway, right? Anyway, I was checking out video this morning, right? It was O'Shea doing an interview with Mr. Lucario, talking about black dating coaches, right? I love that joint. that was a good ass interview. Great interview. Plus, I was checking out the comments. You had Alan Roger Curry in the comments and Alfie King in the comments. I was like, yeah, this is the bomb. This is like classic and stuff, We gotta, I gotta talk to him. We gotta get all the coaches together in one space and just chop it up. I'll let O'Shea know. I'll give him 6 minutes in the conversation, too, to talk about it, right? Yeah, that's actually real talk. I don't like messaging anybody longer than 5 minutes. Really longer than 2 minutes. O'Shea paid me though, so I give him 5. Anyway, right? Mr. Lucario said, man, he has some gems in there, right? He has some gems. One thing he said something about like people relying on money and status, because you get a lot of people, they feel like if they get enough status, right, or they get enough money, they can still get the girl. And you get something, but really all you getting is like acculturated prostitutes, really, right? That's all you really getting. But he said something powerful in that you come to rely on it, or if you don't have it, you always feel like, well, you got to get more money or you got to get more status before you can get the women, right? Because he also talked about, this dude said he was living at home, right? Living at home. Didn't have a car, he was smashing women, right? That was me too, fam. When I was younger, living at my grandmother's and stuff. I wait till like Saturday night, go through the phone books, think, all right, who I'ma holler at, right? Watch Star Trek first and go do it. Didn't even have my own spot and whatnot. Man, if a woman, let me tell you something now, fellas. If you think it's money and it takes money to get women, that's like the consolation prize for women. Understand something, man. Women go for men for 2 reasons: lust and stability. For all y'all who think, oh well, if I got all these virtues, a woman should go for me, y'all in trouble. They go for lust, and then they settle for stability. Sometimes they get the baby with the lust guy, and then have the stable guy raise them. And for the scandalous ones, they marry the stable guy, fuck the lust guy on the side, and then try to convince the lust guy that somebody on his family side happened to have freckles and red hair. Yeah. Or something weird that don't look nothing like him. I'm just saying, right? But you want to get past that, and ultimately, that's how I learned the game growing up. It was like, you don't want to rely on it. You needed to rely on like 2 main things: your lure, which is like your style and everything, and your conversation, right? And if you couldn't get a woman off of that, you already realized it. Because a woman, I'm gonna tell you what, with women, guys got to get out the idea that they have to convince women to have sex, right? They already do. It's just they just only want to have it with certain men, and it ain't about the money. Trust me, you get a lot of men. There's a whole bunch of men out here with money who still got a trick. If that's what it took, women would give them pussy without. Women would just give them pussy. I want y'all to think about that. Why would a guy, if it's about the money, why would that guy have to like travel overseas or something to get a woman, or have to have a sugar daddy relationship where they have to say, all right, I'll pay for this, and this just to get sex? And that ain't sex anyway. Women going to do the bare minimum on it. But then that guy that she is lusting, shoot, he gets everything. he gets the whole thing. So my logic and Rom's logic is, it's better to be that guy who's getting it on the lust tip. And that's one thing. Mr. Lucario's teaching, Alan Roger Curry, they telling you how to make a woman lust you, right? They give you the game part, right? They actually give you the game part. They give you the more the mouthpiece and all of that stuff, right? Me and Ron focuses more on the attraction piece, but the bottom line is you're not spending money. In fact, that's how you should really gauge your real attraction to women. Really, that's how you should gauge it. How much money do I have to spend? Like, if I meet some woman and first thing she want me to like spend a bunch of money on her, I ain't gonna do it, because I already know she ain't really feeling me, right? She ain't feeling me at all. And all men have to get out of that. I haven't told a story in a while, right? Now, I've only coached one person in my life, I mostly coach people by phone, and usually that's because I don't like being walking around with people. Really don't. Nothing against y'all, but that takes up time, and Ron's about his kids. Alright, about to see something happen there, right? But back, this guy who I coached directly, right? This is back when I had a little book stand, right? A little book stand at this market. I told him to show up. Now, this guy was making 6 figures easily. A lot of money. Had 2 sports cars, like those type of sports cars you see in a calendar or the car show type of thing. I can't remember what they were exactly. Hate this weather, right? But I told him to come to this place I was at for the coaching, and I said, yeah, you gotta dress bummy though. Don't wear your fly stuff. He had some fly stuff, but I said you can't wear it. You gotta come bummy. And if I had thought about it, I told him that to like fix his hair or anything, or even shower. But that might have been too much, right? And I had him just walk around, do random stuff. I ain't even just tell him, say, okay, you need to do this or that. It's like, oh yeah, go talk to that person, or go find this for me. I had him running errands and shit all day. That dude got so much out of that coaching session because the whole point of it was to get him out of his props. This was a dude who could pull based on his position, his status. I mean, rest his soul. This dude was military and was buried at Arlington. That's how thorough that dude was, right? But when he was dealing with women, he was dealing with it from they always saw him in the suits and stuff, and he walked. He was a lieutenant colonel. He walked like a lieutenant colonel, right? He was on a status. What I did there was get him out of that mindset. I took it away from him. I mean, the most he could have did was still walk like he was about something, and that's part of the game anyway. Your walk is a big part of it, and that's kind of what I do with the attraction piece. I can get you the woman without you saying anything, right? But but he was otherwise. They didn't really know anything about him, and plus this particular thing, man, we had some serious players up in there, so he didn't really stand out. But the key to it was I got him to interact with the women without the props. He didn't have a suit. He couldn't stand in front of like one of his sports cars, right? So that's very important. That's very important. Like guys, they gotta, because the key to it is you gotta think. Just keep in mind just that one little thing. If you have to use your job or try to pretend like you high status to get the woman, she really don't want you. Because if a woman wants you, if she wants you for your essence, who you are, she don't really care about your money. At least at first. She might care maybe down the road if she's trying to marry you, and some of them don't. They need anyway. But we talking like years down the road. Like if she's like trying for something serious, then she gonna care. And even then, it's not necessarily about you. It's just on a practical level. You still gotta like pay the bills and all of that stuff. And even then, you probably, as long as you keep some basic stuff with some of those women, they good. And there's a whole lot of women out there with some guys, as long as he just work a basic job and they don't have any like bill collectors call them anything, they good. You know, because even in that video, in the comments, in that hangout in the comments, some woman said, "Look, you don't have to have a lot of money, but you just can't be broke." But usually that comes into play like down the road. But when she first meets you, shit, she ain't thinking about money if she's attracted to you. She got lust for you. What you want to do is work on your lust or invoking lust. That's the thing. But if you up there flashing the money and all of that, what some dudes try to do, or they hand business cards, that's the worst thing you could do. That's the worst thing, because even if a woman feeling you she might be actually feeling you, she might even be lusting you, but if you put that money out there, shoot, one thing, a woman's going to take that too. But at the same time, is that what you want? Because here's the problem with the money and the status. Somebody always got more. Somebody always got more money. And that's the key you got to realize. So you really want to deal with that. And you know what? I was going to talk about something else that Mr. Lucario said. And you know what? Shit, I'm gonna hit up old shit. I am gonna hit him up for something. I'm gonna hit him up with the shit. Yeah, this is gonna be the greatest hangout ever. This is gonna be the greatest motherfucking hangout ever. I'm gonna hit him up as soon as I get home. I'm gonna give him 7 minutes. We're gonna talk about this for 7 minutes. But yeah, we really want to. You really want to think in those terms. Don't think if you making money, honestly, fellas, you want to make money, but don't do it for women, man. Don't make the money thinking you want to get a woman because you got this money or you got this status. You want to get the money because your ass likes to eat and you like living in a place that has central air or with space. Because Rom about to move in a few months, because Rom likes space. Get one of those fat cribs that look like Tommy from Power's joint. I'm gonna put a bed right in the middle of the living room and shit. Put an oak frame and shit right in the middle of the motherfucking living room. That ain't for the women though. That's because Rom just different like that, right? And you want to get that status. Status just mean you good at what you do, but you do that for yourself, man. That don't have nothing to do with no women, man. Seriously, because women come and go, really. That's just their nature. They gonna come and go. Even if a woman you want to spend the rest of your life with, it ain't shit, right? You still doing it for yourself. So anyway, man, I'm gonna get back with that other piece later. Road Ramble number 10, man. For people who know me, man, I'm going to my Jamaican spot, man. Give me some Jamaican. And also too, man, real quick, man, because I know I said a couple months ago I wanted to start doing some stuff, man. I'll probably do something at that Jamaican place. But I gotta talk to them, man, because if they said like there's a room I could have there, and it's I can only have a certain amount of people, but I got a feeling if I try to limit it to a certain amount of people, that shit ain't gonna work. Probably have a whole bunch of people in there. So anyway, right, that's it for now. I'll holler at y'all later. Peace and blessings.